That was abrupt. I must have screwed something up with Hanako earlier, or I probably would have gotten path with her. I don't know how the branches work, like if they have metrics or... I don't know what the flow chart is for these. Like, am I on the Lily Rin option split now? I don't know. We've cut Shizune loose. She's gone. I think we might have lost Hanako already. My morning alarm goes off, and I flail about uselessly for a while until I remember that I decided to give morning runs another shot. I don't know if this was my greatest idea, but I'm determined to keep going. It's about my health after all. Sure, things haven't been great for me lately for me. I should really just stick to the way I want to say it. But that hasn't made existence so intolerable that I'm going to try everything I can. I'm not going to try everything I can to stay healthy. Besides, it's all about asserting some kind of control over this thing, right? If I can manage that, well, I can manage anything. At least that's what I keep telling myself. Once again, it would appear that I'm not alone in my run. Emmy has apparently been here for some time. It looks like she's already worked up a good sweat. Just when the hell did she come down here anyway?
Oh, it's you! I'm surprised to see you again.
Why is that?
Well, not many people actually manage to come back for a second try.
She frowns, seemingly annoyed by a passing thought.
Like the rest of the track team, for instance. Still, it was only supposed to be on a volunteer basis, so it's not that big of a shock. I guess it's pretty early in the morning.
A shrug, and suddenly it appears that she's forgotten what she was talking about. The frown disappears entirely, and she seems to snap back into her previous train of thought.
So, come on then.
What?
You're here to run again, right?
Well, yes.
So come on!
I find myself suddenly grabbed and yanked onto the track. Things seem to be set on mirroring yesterday's run. Words. God, what am I, John Oliver? That is, I seem to be struggling, while Emmy moves with an effortlessness that I find enviable. It's incredibly bothersome to be so easily worn out. I know I should be patient, work towards things gradually, but it's difficult to stay positive about this. We round the track and start on a second lap. Emmy seems to have grown impatient keeping pace with me and begins to pull away. This is where I gave out yesterday. Will I be able to do more? Now, I know what you're thinking. And I'm not going to give you any hints. What should we do with this jogging pursuit, audience? How should we handle this? Yo, you should watch Wishmaster 2. It's not a good movie at all, but it's all just about the guy playing the antagonist being the creepiest dude, wheeling and dealing bad wishes in prison. I don't care about anything aside from that. Yo, man, what will that wish cost me? Your soul and a pack of cigarettes. But yeah, I refuse, because I know this. I distinctly remember this decision. I am not allowed to weigh in. I will... If I don't get a response, I can just cancel the stream here. That's fine. But I refuse to take the initiative. I will take the initiative. Words. I'll take the profiterole instead. I don't know, cheese and bread is the most basic thing you can do, but it's good. If you take cheese and you take grain, you're off to a good start. Everything after that is just calibration. What was options? This was a mistake. I think that's he. That's not he. That's ma, she. That's not ka because it's got the two apostrophes. That's ga. I should know that. It's like re. I think that's re. That must be katakana. No, wait, no. Katakana would be an entire word. What? I know ku. Because I can. Wait, did these change places? Was go for it was on the bottom before, wasn't it? If I look at my load, I can't see what it is loaded, but... Am I going insane? I could have sworn that go for it was on... I suppose I'll be either vindicated or proven mad by the recording. Yeah, no... Oh... Yeah, I'm not getting any money for those ads, by the way. Twitch is just completely screwing you over. It's probably doing it on purpose. It's probably just deliberately crashing its service to do this. Maybe I should change streaming platforms. I don't know what else there is, though. Oh man, I have no chance. What? Critical's playing a bad game? We're taking it easy? Okay. Okay, so you said take it easy. That's confirmed. I'm locking that in. Let me show you why I've been calling Hisao a stupid idiot from the beginning. Let me tell you, this is the decision that made me turn on visual novels. What am I doing here? Am I really just gonna fold and let Emmy pull ahead? I speed up. The second lap's done quickly, and without even considering it, I keep going. Emmy looks back over her shoulder at me and grins.
Still going?
Wouldn't want you to think I'm out of shape. Emmy laughs, without breaking her stride no less, and speeds up even more. Well, if this is the way we're gonna play things, I increase my own pace as well. I can feel my lungs burning, and my legs are starting to question just what the hell I think I'm doing. Lactic acid screams in my muscles, but I close my ears. I can't let myself fall behind, because that would be a loss. The rational voice in my head inquires mildly just when we started playing a game. I'd answer it, but I'm having a lot of trouble thinking at present. She's so fast! How the hell does she keep it? It's like a string pulling at my chest, a choking feeling of narrowness and pain. Before I can think of anything else other than, oh shit, the track disappears from under my feet. I stumble, one hand shooting down to clutch at my chest and the other hitting the track to keep me from falling on my face. Emmy whirls around and her eyes widen.
Hisao!
She yells at me, sprinting from the other side of the track.
What's wrong?
Nothing, just keep your breathing steady. Calm down, don't panic. Don't panic.
Do you need me to get the nurse?
I close my eyes, shutting out the outside world. My heart struggles to regain its rhythm. Slowly, the pain in my chest begins to subside. It's gone like nothing happened. It was... nothing? No, something happened there. Anyway, he almost gets a heart attack because he's a dumbass, is what I'm getting at. If you pick go for it. You pick this paltry decision of go for it, and that means almost die to this moron. So people talking about Glassum, me an intellectual is gonna pull go for it. I let Emmy go with her own pace, and she doesn't show any mercy, pulling half a lap ahead of me in an instant. I don't blame her. I mean, it's not as if I'm really putting up sort of a real fight out here, is it? Instead, I'm just running at a steady pace, which is what I should be doing, right? There's no need to go pushing my limits at this stage of the game. God, is this even worth it? As we finish the second lap, I break off again. Laugh? Lap. Emmy keeps going, and it almost seems to me that she's disappointed. Well, that's stupid. I don't have anything to prove to her. Come to think of it, I've got nothing to prove to myself either. I'm fine just the way I am. And what I'm not is a runner. This is probably a bad idea. Maybe there's something else I can do instead of this. Oh, that's right! He's such a stupid asshole that he gives up on running if you take it easy. I forgot how much Hisao sucks! This decision is why I wrote him off as a protagonist. I honestly am starting to miss AK's dumb, deceitful ass. Getting up this early sucks anyway. There's gotta be some other way to keep healthy. Man, fuck you! Walking, maybe. Nice afternoon walks. Yeah, that sounds good. Running isn't for me. I wave to Emmy and head back to my room. So in case it's not clear, that's also removing the Emmy path. I'll think of something else later. What a fucking loser. Your options are almost die or give up. Back in my room, the first thing I see is the familiar row of medication bottles lined up on top of my dresser. And it makes me depressed, as usual. It's annoying. I thought I was okay. I thought I had made my peace with this thing, gotten over it. But what I really did, I allowed myself to forget that I have a problem. Being here really reminds me of the reality, and trying to fight against it just hurts. Reflecting on it is only going to do so much. I've done this before, for months. It seems like it's time to get over it. If I allow myself to forget that my life is definitely not going to be as long as those of others, I won't get anywhere. My life may be different from others, but it's life in progress. That's how I'll rationalize it. I down the usual handful of pills, trying to push the sudden dreary feeling out of my head. Then I prepare to head out to class early, as usual. As I step into the hallway, I notice Kenji coming around the hallway corner, stealthily making his way over to his own room with a large bag. As he sneaks past me soundlessly like a ninja hiding in plain sight, I call out to him, "Hey." He jumps at the sound of my voice.
Oh, hey man, I didn't notice you there. I'm really tired.
I think it's more like he didn't see me, but that's not the issue. Where have you been this early? Shopping?
Nah, I wasn't shopping. Sometimes I have to visit the math teacher. Yeah, I figured it would be a good idea to find out when the next exam is, since he tells you in advance if you want.
So then what's in the bag?
I thought I'd go shopping while I was outside. I need supplies to continue the fight against the vast feminist conspiracy.
Okay. I thought you didn't go outside.
I wear a hat now.
I decide not to point out that he's not wearing a hat. An awkward silence settles between us, and then Kenji breaks it by pushing his door open slowly, releasing a creaking sound in the air that only makes the moment seem more awkward. He sets the bag down inside his room and then closes the door. I just imagine that he's going full Drax with that. I am moving so slowly as to be imperceptible.
I'm surprised you went out of your way to find a test date.
Trying to take advantage of an opportunity to study is pretty diligent.
I never study.
Oh.
I just want to know when the next test day was. I'm still going to take it, duh. I just need to know what day it is, so what day I can't afford to skip class. He usually sends out upgrades on that crap by phone, so I'd step out and check up on it.
And why do you have to go out when you can get it on your phone?
I don't carry a phone.
What do you mean you don't carry a phone? You mean you just leave it at home?
Nah, I don't use phones. I don't have a phone. I have no phone.
Why don't you have a phone? How can you not have a phone? No phone at all? No phone? It's like a Seinfeld bit. Why don't you have a phone? I don't understand. Why are you wearing the same dress every time? Why do you have a scarf, Kenji? That's not my best Jerry Seinfeld. I think I could do better if I really wanted to. But I'm not feeling confident enough to attempt right now.
I just don't like phones.
I used to be a guy who doesn't have phones. It was inconvenient.
Actually, I'm kind of scared of them. I don't know why. I think it's some kind of repressed trauma. But basically, whenever I hear a phone, I get nervous. It's my darkest secret. I have two theories on it. Either I have some fear of receiving some undefined, ominous, life-altering doom call, or I was beaten with a phone in the past. Beaten so badly I can't remember it.
Beaten in the head.
Well, where else would I get beaten with a phone that would make me unable to remember it? The ass?
Unexpectedly logical. I feel very depressed now. Sensing this conversation is more or less over, Kenji opens his door again and prepares to head inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep, dude. Have a good one.
Class is gonna start in like 20 minutes.
I already did something today. Too tired to go to school. Hey, you need some lip balm? I accidentally bought 2 because I thought the store had started selling individual AA batteries.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Whatever, man.
He swiftly enters his lair, finally letting me go to the class. For a change, I'm not among the first ones to come to morning class. Instead, almost everyone else seems to be here already. I recognize most of my class by their faces now, though the names escape me still. The class goes on lazily. I think I'm starting to get into the rhythm of the school. I've even stopped worrying about taking notes and being overtly attentive. The first days I was pretty high-strung in class. Muto finishes his lecture about electricity early, but continues with a pause about the festival. So, what did I make him sound like? It was auto at first, and then I found something, whatever. So, as you know, I'm just gonna make him Ben Stein. That's what it should have been from the start. So, as you know, the festival is on the day after tomorrow. I hope everyone's projects are going to be successful this year. Have a good time, but also come Sunday, please keep the meaning of this festival in your minds.
Games and fried food!
Everyone bursts out in laughter, and so do I. Yes, thank you, Mikado. But what I meant was... The remainder of his sentence is buried beneath the ring of lunch bells, and everyone starts packing their things. Muto deliberates for a moment, but since almost nobody seems to pay attention anymore, he gives up and sits down. It's crowded in the hallway. Or as crowded as hallways in the school probably get. Most of the students seem to be heading down for the cafeteria.
Hisao! I'm gonna make you a one-time only, super extra special lunch offer. Emmy's homemade lunch boxes and the privilege of enjoying them in private with 2 bombshell beauties.
Her overly flirtatious sales pitch echoes in the hallway, a remarkable feat since it's full of people. Emmy strikes a very confident-looking pose, as though in an attempt to one-up her own ridiculousness, puffing her very modest chest and making the V for victory sign with her head. Modest, that's a mean thing to call her out on, man. But yeah, she's Natsuki. Sounds delicious. To what do I owe this honor of being invited?
You stood there looking really lost and sad, so I thought you could use some company.
That is probably the most depressing reason imaginable.
So how about it? You're probably really lonely and wouldn't eat that awful cafeteria food all alone otherwise. I'm kidding.
Sure, I'll have your lunch offer. With pleasure.
Let's go to the roof!
The roof? Why the roof?
Because that's where we eat lunch. And if I don't get up there, then she'll probably wander off, and I just know she'll go hungry because she never packs a lunch for herself.
Who will?
Come with me!
Why can't I do her? Why did I lose her?
Come with me!
Without answering my question or waiting for a response, she grabs me by the arm and drags me through the hallways. I attempt to make conversation on the way. Why do you have an extra lunch? Emmy smiles guiltily.
Actually, it's yesterday's lunch. I slipped in a run at lunch and forgot to eat it.
Huh. The stairway to the roof is a little dilapidated, but it's clearly been used recently. At the top of the stairs is a door, complete with missing padlock. I wonder who the intrepid individual was that removed the lock.